I think we're live. Let's see. Hi guys. We're gonna see if we're live yet. Yep, there we are. Yay! Happy Thursday night. It's Thursday, right?
It's Thursday.
Thank you guys for joining. Oh, I forgot the intro. All right, I guess we're not doing the intro again.
Like it's gonna be an intro. There's no intro.
I did it last week too. You guys, I'm too excited. I get excited for these guests to be on, and I want to talk to them. I want you to meet them. So I guess we just can't spare that extra minute tonight. So hello, anyone that's joining, say hey. For anyone that doesn't know me, I am Krissy. I'm the owner of Venus Moon. I have an amazing guest next to me. You're gonna be held in suspense for a minute before I let him introduce himself. But welcome. If you are watching and you don't have the red live up at the top, that's fine. Still watch or listen along if you're listening to the podcast. The messages that come through tonight, like you guys, the synchronicities already are off the charts. We get like all the repeated numbers tonight. The rain just all of a sudden started pouring down so hard I had to actually close the gate. The energy is powerful. We just had that Lionsgate portal. We have the meteor shower and the new moon coming up in the next few days. So powerful energy. Hang in. You're going to want these readings tonight because I can only imagine. And hello, everyone that's joining in. Thank you so much. Shari, Christine, Candace, Lexi, Mutt. Hello, Mutt. Carmela. You guys are awesome. Please, next topic, share the video and comment that you shared. We have an awesome gift basket over here. Some really cool crystals. I'll give you a sneak peek in a little bit. But once you share, I'll write your name on a ticket. And at the end of the video, we'll pick a name to win this cool basket. But you got to be here to win it. I'm sorry for anyone on the replay. You miss out on that, but make sure to join in next month's live so you can get in on the goodies. So with that being said, I see you guys sharing, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it over. Jay, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, so meet my buddy Jay.
Hi, everybody. For those that don't know me, I am Jay Foster. I am local out of South Jersey. I have an office in Medford, out of the Center of Life and Balance. I am an energy healer, shamanism. I work with the angels, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, all those wonderful angels for healing and transformation. And not only do I do it, I actually love it and receive it myself. And I think it's very important. And there are many that don't take the time to get their own sessions, and they just are always giving.
Oh, yeah.
And I love to be receiving it. It works, it's wonderful, it's magical, it's transformative, and I'm living proof of it.
Right. You've gone through a big transformation over the last few years.
I have. My life is like 100% different than it was, and it's funny because I'll look at my, you have social media, you got your memories, and I'll click on them, like, who is this person posting these things? I'm like, delete, that's not even me, delete. So I love it. I love what I do. I love interacting with people like that and helping them on their path. It's just amazing to do what we do and have the opportunities to impact people in ways that you probably don't know.
Isn't it amazing? Like, they really say healing people helps us heal ourselves, and 100%. Like, when I'm in a funk, sometimes that's all I need to do is, like, talk to somebody else, and it vibes me up, too.
And it's amazing. Those are the people that we end up, like, draw to us in that moment, like, oh yeah, that's what I need to do. And
it's like you're giving them advice, but it's almost like advice you need to hear too.
Absolutely, yeah, it's wild the way that works.
So the first time I met you, I think it was like maybe 2018 or probably around there. You and Beth O'Brien were doing the sound baths at Halo, and I have to say, so Beth would play the bowls and Jay would do Reiki, and I was one of the last people in the room. And I can't even tell you, like, you would think by the time you get through like 15 whatever people, it's, you're done. But one of the last people, the energy shift that I felt when just by him coming near me, and then when he put his hands down, it was like waves of hot, cold. Like, it was the craziest Reiki session I ever had. I was so impressed, doing that power Reiki, one person after the other, for it to still be so intense in such a short time. Talk about life-changing. Like, I really feel like that's something that shifted my course. So, listen, right before all this started. So,
thank you. and yeah, and that was only in 5 minutes. So just think those are 5-minute little quick things. How powerful. And it really is like just, I've talked to people, I've had people come in. I actually had a girl the other night coming in, very anxious, very stressed, and just sitting, talking, and while the energy flows, it's like you can just witness the shift. And it's real.
It's
not
amazing.
Stuff we're making up. It's 100% real. Changes everything.
For sure.
Hello, everybody that's joining us. There's
Everybody.
a lot of people.
Yes, thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Claire, Joey, Inky, sending Inky some extra love tonight. Erin, Benson, Lauren, Chris, all you guys. We're not going to spend all night just shouting out people's names, but we appreciate you joining in. Keep sharing this video. Comment that you shared. If we get up to 50 viewers, I'll give away a $50 gift card. So let's make that happen.
Let's make it happen.
I've got to 49. I've never cracked it. That's speaking of algorithm, right? Like
49. That's impressive. Like, sorry,
if we could do it, you guys, I'll give away a $50 gift card. The first one to comment 50, but it still has to say 50 on my end.
Oh, let's do it. Share.
Share.
It's free.
And you'll
Doesn't
be entered to win
cost
a really cool
anything.
prize. So in the meantime, now you guys got to meet Jay. Hang in, because I'm going to let him talk a little bit more about some of the stuff he's got going on. But you ready to jump in and just start doing some readings?
Yeah, let's jump in and talk.
Are you guys ready? Let's give Jay some hearts and some thumbs up and welcome him to the Venus Moon.
Yes, hearts, thumbs up. As a Leo, I crave that attention. So it's all the hearts you could give
Give
me.
this lion some love. And also, his stuff is in the description too. His website link, his Instagram link. Give him a follow over there so you can kind of stay up to date. Right. All the love back to you guys too.
Thank you all.
Oh, thanks for sharing, Joey. And Gwen, heck yeah, times 10. Oh, wait, okay. So let me get your guys' names in. While I'm doing that, why don't you do the honors, Jay? Give it a little shuffle. So he's going to pick a code. The first one on our end to comment with the code will get the first reading of the night.
First reading of the night. It's exciting. I'm excited.
I have my tarot cards. He has 4 different decks to be pulling from tonight. So who knows what you guys are going to get.
That's right. Magic's going to happen. And it's a Thursday, too. It's craziness.
We're going to keep you in suspense for a second to picking the code just because I do have a couple of names to write. So, and then once we say the code, we're going to trust the lag because everyone's going to look first on their own end. You're going to think that your comment came through first. But on our end, it's just, Spirit is telling us who it's meant to be.
So how's everybody doing with this Lionsgate? I'm hearing people haven't been sleeping. I haven't had that problem, but I've been having the wild, crazy, vivid dreams for the past 2 weeks. I think it started like the 26th.
I've been traveling a lot in my dreams. How about you guys? How do you get your name in the drawing? So Alicia Carpenter, you're just going to share the video and comment that you shared.
Yes, just share the video, hit the share button.
All
Tag
right.
some friends so they can see it. Tell them to join in. Let's make it a party.
All right, so Jay, why don't you give them the code?
All right. The code, the magic word, is 212. I don't think you can see it on the camera.
All right.
It is 212. 212.
So first one on our end to comment 212.
They were the band that came out before 3.
The OG. All right, you guys are going to be in suspense for a second while I write these last few names. And sorry, I'm spelling all your names wrong because I'm rushing. Lois, welcome. You're new to all this. Oh, we got a lot of comments. Let's see, who is it? All right, one more share and then we'll get there. All right, so the first winner of the night is Natalie D. Oh, no, wait, Natalie, it's not you because your comment is only 22. So just to be fair, we're going to give it to the second person, Stacy Willard. You came through. So Stacy, let us know if you have a specific question or if you want to go with the flow, see what your spirit team wants to say. Natalie, I'm so sorry. I'll give you an extra entry in the drawing for the miscommunication, but you guys got to be fast typing and make sure you spell it right. Oh, we love that, Carmela. Okay, so let's connect on in. We are talking to, that was Stacy Willard.
Stacy Willard. All right.
She's going to go with the flow.
Gonna go with the flow. I like going with the flow. Let's see what the messages want to come out.
All right. You're jumping.
Jumping.
Mine are lock in.
I will say, Stacy, like I am feeling like a heaviness around the heart. So there's definitely some grievances, forgiveness that you need to start to work on, just to start to open your heart more. So you're able to give and receive love, not just one-sided, which is very common. We have a tendency to give more and deny to ourselves. So allow yourself the opportunities to start to open up, to receive just as much as you give.
Oh, that heart chakra healing is no joke. Like, sometimes you got to go real deep in order to be able to open that up in the healing.
Absolutely. All right, so
What did you get?
Connect with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music.
Here, I'll hold it up and you give her your message.
All right, so music is extremely powerful. When we listen to sounds, it reminds me, it triggers us so many memories. There is all the time. There are like movies I loved growing up. I'll listen to the soundtracks, and it really just connects you to that moment of when you first heard it. And it's so liberating. It's so many emotions, and it's so passionate about it. So when we're looking at connecting with music, we're connecting to that creative side. That creative side is that nurturing side. It's that loving side. It's that divine feminine side. And so it's allowing us to really just tap into all that emotion, all that creativity. And creativity is more than just painting. I'll talk to people all the time like, well, I can't draw, I can't do this. But you don't have to be good at it. It's just an outlet to channel it, to tap into your emotions. And since I was talking about forgiveness and things like that, connecting with music is a way to just open up that channel to release out any and all that energy.
Totally. It can really, music is just such a powerful conduit of energy too. Some spirits will flick the lights, some will play you a song. So be open to receiving whatever messages come through to music. Sometimes listening to music will just help you process a lot of stuff that's been going on.
I get random songs in my head all the time. I am known to just randomly just start singing songs. Like, where are these songs?
So do you ever deep dive on it and okay, what are the lyrics? What
no,
are the?
but I really should be like, what are they?
Because sometimes they are. They're
Yeah.
literally trying to yell something at you, and the only way they can is through music. So let's see. Rider Waite wants to chime in and say, we got the Page of Pentacles reversed. So with right side up Page of Pentacles, this is all about new beginnings around something more physical in our lives, our home, our health, our job, money. So some kind of new beginning that's going to build up your security and your stability. But when it comes out reversed, you might be more in the planning phase of it. You might be maybe finding some blockages or obstacles for whatever this new beginning is that you're manifesting. Or it may really just be saying that it is a very personal, more of a health journey or more of the personal finances, or, that's more the new beginning rather than I'm going to build a brand new house or go find a brand new job. It's more within, kind of introspective is where you start. We got a lot of yellow in this card, which is solar plexus. That's our strength and our confidence. And when it's reversed, you can get some blockages in that area too, tummy troubles, back pains. Back to what Jay was saying, when that's being so blocked, that area, usually it's because we're wearing ourselves thin. We're giving so much of ourselves to other people and helping them, and, they're trying to heal them or do whatever. So this is really just all about giving back to yourself, putting that focus and that love back in yourself. Connecting with the music is going to be real important with this card. And again, back full circle, their outfit is in green. That's our heart chakra. So really, that's the area to be focusing on to just, putting out love first, leading with love, even setting boundaries with love. I can't help you with that right now, self-care, but I love you and I'm going to empower you to figure it out on your own. But there's definitely a new beginning around you calling you, but it's going to start within first, really figuring out exactly what this journey is going to entail and doing that more personal healing end of it before you could start flipping that card over and manifesting the outside of it.
Absolutely. And as we go in, we shift ourselves, our outside world changes, our lives change, and boundaries are important. That's something really reiterate is how important boundaries are, especially for like sensitive people. We have a tendency to allow others to take advantage of us, to always take from us, and
Right.
we shy away because we don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to stand up for ourselves, and we think, well, we can take it, but we deserve the same type of respect that we want others to have. So it's give and take, and solar plexus, that willpower, it's that manifestation energy. And it's a great time because as we go through the Lion's Gate, we're manifesting, we're creating. And when you look at music, that's the solar, the sacral chakra, and it's also the solar, the throat. If you're starting to speak, and that's all that energy of creating, manifesting, and taking the journey from within to without.
Beautiful. I like that she says that she did just start painting out of nowhere a few weeks ago. So she is, embracing that creativity, and hopefully you got some good tunes, positive energy blasting while you're getting in that flow.
It's a great way to paint. Turn on the music, just zone out. A lot of people say, I can't meditate. Listen to music, it's meditating.
Absolutely.
Draw, sketch, doodle. No one has to say it, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a way of just connecting to that inner voice and really allowing it to come through.
Right. Just be that conduit. Let spirit channel through you for your paintings, because who knows what's going to come out of you if you've just been so called to it.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. Stacy, hopefully that all resonated with you. Thank you so much for connecting in with us.
Thank you all
Yay.
for joining us on this lovely rainy Thursday.
Right. Where's everybody from? Who's not in New Jersey? Let us know. It's exactly what she needed. Music and painting is the meditation lately. Look, yep.
Don't you
That
just
is a
love
good
it
one.
when spirit just comes through like that, confirms what
Absolutely. Yeah, that's so validating to you. Like, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now.
You're on the
That's
right
part
path.
of your self-care.
So many people want to know, am I on the right path? Am I doing, Kentucky, San Diego?
Stacy, you're in San Diego.
And me, this person's in me. Good for them. I don't know where that is. Wait, is that a state in me? Maine? Massachusetts?
She's not in there. She's somewhere. She's not Jersey, though. Oh, yeah. Another Kentucky.
Nice.
Love you guys for hanging out with us. You can't come into the warehouse physically, but, you're here hanging with us in
You're here
spirit.
in spirit tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the shares. Keep sharing.
Yeah, keep sharing, keep passing it along. You never know who else needs a good message tonight, too.
Absolutely. And that's the thing about these messages, why we may pull and say it's for someone, that does not mean that message is not for you. So if you're hearing it and it goes, I get it, I connect with it, that's what I needed, that message was for you as well. It's piggybacked off of one person to get out to someone else as well. So if you resonate with it, know it's for you too.
You might need to be blasting some music while you paint. That wasn't just for Stacy. If that resonated with you too, sounds like I think I needed that message, because that sounds really fun. So what do you guys think? You want to do another reading? Feeling good?
Yeah, let's
They're just flowing. Cool. So go ahead and pick another. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? Let's get the 50 views, right? 50 views.
That'd be cool.
We can do it.
Share to your favorite groups. I'll give you an extra ticket.
Here we go. All right. That's a nice one. All right.
Go ahead.
The magic word, as Pee Wee Herman would say, the secret word is unity.
Love it.
UNITY.
We're not at 50 yet, girl. Nice wishful thinking. All right. Christy Davis Meyer, you came through first on art, and you even got an emoji in there and still came through first. So that is impressive. All right. So, Christy, let us know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. We're just going to go ahead and connect on in with you. And again, anyone, even if you're listening to the replay, go ahead and meditate along with us for the next minute. Connect in. It will be for you just as much.
So let's go with the flow for Christy.
Love it. You cool if I get started?
Absolutely.
Her card just locked in.
Ooh, this one jumped out.
Well, look at you. You got the world. It came out reversed. A little bit of an introspective time. I feel like there's going to be a lot of reversals tonight because we just went through that Lionsgate portal, and it's kind of like getting out that last little bit of stuff from the last full moon before the new moon that's coming next Wednesday. So, all those little last like energetic clutter, we're vacuuming it all up, getting it all out. So for the next few days, you're still meant to be doing some introspective work, but look at what's on the other side of that. The world, this is one of the most like promising cards in the deck. It's about assured success, destiny, good luck, the synchronicities. Life is just going to be super serendipitous, but there is some healing again that needs to go on within. You have a really powerful spirit team around you. All the figures on the outside of the card represent all the different energies that are around you. Really, really powerful, but are you listening to them? Are you tuned in enough? Because they're trying to guide you right now and really help you with decisions on where to go from here, because the world really is at your fingertips in this next chapter. There's going to be some awesome stuff. This is the 21st card in the deck that adds up to a 3. And in numerology, 3 is a number of like the social butterfly, networking, being in groups with people, like using your charm, getting out there and just like socializing is going to be important, being around your loved ones or your friends. So I think that's going to be a part of whatever this next chapter is. If it's work where it's calling you to a new direction, maybe it's something more of like traveling and networking that way. But whatever it is, you're meant to be with your tribe or building the dream team in some way or another. And maybe it's reversed because you're meant to go within and see if there's any like weakest links right now that need some cord cutting before this next new moon kind of opens up the path ahead and this nice clear space for you to go. All that blue, that's throat chakra. So just really, again, setting the boundaries, being authentic to yourself is going to be important with this. And going within and seeing where your hesitations are as far as, whatever big shifts are coming your way, because that's where the healing needs to take place. And what do you say?
So I would say, what I was getting right away is, funny enough, it revolves around going with the flow. So if you have been very rigid in your thinking, rigid in the way you're conducting yourself, going with the flow is a way to just allow yourself to open up to thinking outside the box, getting out of the norm, getting out of what's rigid. As the World Cup, the World card was reversed, and that's the inward journey. So now you're going to have to start to shake things up and basically start doing things differently. So your card here is Archangel Michael's sense of humor. See that or not? Sense of humor is, I love this card. Humor is so important. A lot of times we end up being so stressed, so miserable in our situations that we stop having fun. We stop relaxing. We stop enjoying life. So sense of humor is saying, okay, let's lighten the mood. Let's have fun again. When I talk about going with the flow, that's what humor is about. It's just having fun, tapping into that ability to just connect with the inner child, because life is too short to just spend it stressed 24/7. It's not going to help any of us other than just waste our energy. So have a sense of humor. Look at the lighter side. Look at the silver lining, because everything's going to have a silver lining. The good, the bad, the ugly, there is a silver lining to it all, because it's probably going to teach you something you didn't like about the situation, something you may have done that wasn't creating positive for yourself. It's going to invigorate you in a way to go, okay, I can do better. I can do something differently. I can try something differently. I can try something new. Break out of the mold and just have fun.
I love it. Look, just like the energy of these two cards for you. Like you got some really, again, so powerful guides. You even have the Archangel Michael around you.
Michael, angel of protection, angel of faith. And so many of us have a tendency that we lose that sight of faith, we lose that sight of hope. Things become bleak, and we just, I know from personal experience for so long, I used to think hope was something fools would have, and it wasn't real. And it's how jaded I was before, Reiki and all the healing.
Right.
And faith really is, it gives us meaning to life. It helps us connect with hope. It helps us connect with things beyond what we see, what we touch. And gives us purpose, basically, because it's like, okay, things can always be better. Things can always improve. If we feel we're at the bottom in our lives, that means we can go up. Because you're already bottom, you're not going any further down, you can start to get up. It's a journey. It takes time, it takes work, it takes effort.
And trusting where you are in the process too, you know, like not being in such a rush to get to the top of the mountain. Like sometimes the low moments are just as important to like take that time, that quiet or that introspection or that, you know, allow yourself to cry or process, or those days are just as important as like the celebration days. And a big repeated message that I'm seeing, you know, your code was unity. Your world card is all about networking and connecting with other people. And even Michael, you know, sense of humor. You have this charm about you. You have this smile, even like getting in touch with your inner child and letting them come out and play and let them guide you of what groups you want to spend your time with and where you want to go. I just am guided to say also the 3 on this card. What's in 3 months? August, September, October. So like through the fall, I feel like is when you're really going to feel this card flipping back right side up and the world just opening up before you. So allow yourself a grace period. Don't rush it. If in September and October you're still kind of like, you know, or August and September, you're still finding yourself journaling or going inward or having to meditate on stuff or, you know, even feeling discouraged at times, like try to understand where those feelings are coming from, because I really feel like the message with this is by October, a big shift is coming for you, which is exciting.
Which is cool because when you look at October's 10, and that's the beginning of the next journey. You know, 9's the ending, and that's next month. So it's right.
Yeah.
September. It's the
almost
all confused. September 9's the ending of a cycle. 10 is the first step. It's the fool's journey. You're stepping out, and you know, when we talk about unity, as much as a lot of us like to be antisocial, I know I'm one of those people that love to take time for myself, disconnect. We're social creatures by nature, so we do need a support team, a group, a like-minded tribe that gets us, understands us, and connects. So you mentioned new moon. So for people that don't know about new moons, what is the new moon all about, really?
New moons are an awesome time for manifesting. Think about the new moon.
You're
as
welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Krissy. And I'm glad that, Joan, that resonated with you too. See, these messages are for anyone. If you're listening to this right now, you're listening for a reason. So pay attention. But yeah, the new moons, it's like a blank canvas, the big open land for you to plant your seeds, set your intentions, put those manifestations out there. And this week's new moon is sprinkled with a meteor shower just to really amplify it and enhance that magic even more. So we have a lot of great energy coming out. It's a great time to write your intentions down if you haven't already.
But also bear in mind, because it is a meteor shower, meteor energy is the storm energy. It's very chaotic at times. So if you feel things are turbulent, you feel your dreams aren't making sense, bear in mind there's a lot of that energy and chaos is one of the most wonderful energies because it's like fire in its transformation. It's storm, but it's very rapid. Just like if you look at stones like moldavite, it's very rapid transformation.
Yeah.
That's what that cosmic energy is. We're being touched by cosmic energy.
It's very active, right? Like activating time right now. And it's a really big time for all of you listening right now. The ascension energy right now, like the pains, the sleepless nights, or just like feeling lethargic, or the headaches. Those are all symptoms of ascension. Like we're going through a big level up between now to 11/11 portal. I feel like this is the cocoon still. Big changes are coming for all of us. Big level up globally right now with all these like the sunbursts and like all the Schumann resonance going off the charts. We're in a really, really big time right now. So just kind of allow it for sure.
2022, I feel, was a very transformative end type energy where a lot of things were ending. A lot of karma was being cleared out to make way for the next 3 to 6 years. So
right.
It's going to be an awesome time for us all.
For sure.
Thank you all for joining us live, spending some time with us on this rainy Thursday.
Seriously, so fun. Did anyone go dance out in the rain today? I was out there when it was really coming down hard.
I got
love
a
it.
text. I was actually up in, I was in Tom's River, and the guy I work with texted me. He's like, "Are you still up there?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, there's a tornado warning in the
Wow.
Because when I was driving home, it was torrential. It was pouring heavy. So a lot, I do like. I don't know about you, but it seems like it's been raining a lot this summer, like more than it usually is. It feels like it's been raining like every
Yeah.
other day.
But you know what? We'll take it.
I
I'm
danced.
sure the animals love it. You
I
were dancing in
danced.
the rain.
No, not
My
in the
kind
rain.
of girl.
So
Oh, not in the rain.
Not in the rain.
Dancing
But
is
the
just
dancing
good.
is dancing. That's that creative energy.
Okay, I think I'm just about caught up on everyone that shared. Thank you guys for sharing to the groups, my VIPs.
And also, if you're watching this not live and these readings resonate, they're for you as well. That's just the way spirit works through us, through me, through Krissy, through the person that's asking for the reading. So if you're not called, don't think that that message isn't for you, because it may have a slither of things that you also needed to hear in that message.
Yep, and still comment. Let us know if it resonates. Send us messages. Hit Jay up. Get a private session with him.
Absolutely. It's great for this time of year as we go through these ascension times. We open up. And for those that may not be familiar with the term ascension, ascension is about, leveling up. It's like going to the next level. It's clearing out patterns that we no longer need in ourselves. I think we've all been stuck in patterns for quite some time. So ascension is, leveling up. And ways to level up and vibe higher, as I say, is listening to music. Music is that light energy. It connects to emotions, powers, frequencies that are very healing.
Yeah.
Words and lyrics all can be very powerful.
So being mindful of the words that you're listening to and the frequencies that you're taking in. Turn off the news and like the doom and gloom and all that, and put on some good vibes.
Absolutely.
I heard the Beatles only play in the frequency of love. Like
Really?
that's been studied. So if you need some positive music, they're pretty good. All right. So why don't you, since we were on the topic of what you offer, why don't you tell them a little bit more about your services, what a session with you is like, how they can reach you, where they will meet you for that.
Okay. So I offer various services. My office itself is in Bedford, New Jersey. I'm right off of Main Street. I'm a couple buildings down from Braddock's Tavern, if you're familiar with the area. It used to be a pop shop that was there.
I love that area.
That's beautiful.
It's magical,
It really
that
is.
area alone.
It's got a lot of history. The Underground Railroad went through.
Wow. I didn't even realize that.
So my office is in the center of Life and Balance. You can book sessions through me through my website, which is in the description of this video. And I do a lot of healing work. I offer different services that are tailored to specific needs. Reiki is one of my main offerings because, one, I love Reiki. Reiki is gentle. It's not forceful. Not everyone's ready for chaos. They're not ready to change their life right away. They're not ready to come to the truths that are in their life, that they have to make these changes. A lot of people are in denial, and then they're in denial about being in denial. And so Reiki is that gentle energy that's going to, one, it's going to help you to relax, which is important right now because so much anxiety, so much fear, especially after COVID happened. We just have all this anxiety, all this fear. So Reiki is that way to help just calm the mind, slow things down, clear things out of your energy bodies, and it's just start to rebalance, start to reground, start to build yourself. And so I offer that separately because I like to keep it affordable, because I don't want people not to experience something that we could all benefit from. And then as people continue to work with that and grow, that's when there are other services I offer that are like, I do shamanism. I love shamanism.
Ooh.
Shamanism is fire energy, in my opinion, because it's very transforming. It's very healing. It's no nonsense. It's like if you're a baby bird, shamanism's the mother that's going to throw you out of the nest. So it's very it's very wild. It's very powerful, but it's very needed because it's healing on a soul level.
Right.
But not everyone's ready for that type of fire, because not everyone. it can be very scary. It can be very jarring.
Yeah.
You're bringing up all these emotions that are repressed because you're connecting to a lot of those emotions. It's a lot of inner child healing, and beyond inner child healing, it's past life healing, things like that. And that is important because a lot of the stuff that we deal with, a lot of our patterns, we actually came with because we didn't resolve it. We were still holding on to it, and that's why things like forgiveness are so important. So when we look at shamanism, we're connecting to the earth, we're connecting to the sky, the sun, the animals, and we're connecting to all of that to start to transform. Other offerings I also work with, like Archangel Metatron, which is the alchemy, the Merkaba, things like that. It's transforming, it's burning away, it's clearing out these patterns to help release it, to finally go, okay, I don't need these patterns anymore. I don't want to keep repeating. I want something so much more, and it's just so much deeper. And on top of that, I also work with Metatron works great with like Saint Germain, the violet flame, and that's a lot of purification, a lot of clearance. It's a lot of the purples. When you look at your amethysts are attuned to the violet flame, which is why so many people love amethyst without realizing it, because it's transforming our lives in so many ways. And so that's when a lot of my sessions, those become a more intuitive session. They're all tailored to you, your needs. Everything changes. Every session is different. You're not going to walk into any session and it's going to be the same. Everything's going to be different based on your needs, how you're working, and what you're doing with the energy beyond just that moment in that session.
That's awesome. And do you offer online too, or you prefer in person?
I do online. I do in person.
Was like through Zoom?
Through Zoom, yes. I do distant through Zoom. Energy is powerful. It can be worked in person. I've done healings while people were asleep and they felt it. I've done email stuff. Personally, I do love being in person because you're really in that energy. You can really touch that energy. That person can really feel it. It's the most powerful when you're in person with somebody, but distant is just as powerful. I've actually had energy attunements through distance and have been powerful, been transformative, so there is no limit to what we do. So yes, I do offer in person and also distance. Usually during the week, I don't really do a lot on the weekends, so like a lot of that time to myself, unless there's a person that really needs it. I do work more during the nights because I work during the day, so my hours are usually around like 5:30 to 9, give or take.
Awesome. So all you people out of state, hit them up. You can get your Reiki over Zoom. That's
yes.
So cool. And you'll feel it too. Like, get ready.
Yes. Once that energy starts channeling, once people are open to it, receptive to it, and what really, any of this stuff, even with these cards, even with energy, is the willingness to want to be open, the willingness to change. I've met so many people, they're like, I can't change these, I can't do things, I will never be able to let go of this.
Like you're literally affirming that when that's what you're saying.
Absolutely. You're allowing yourself to stay there, and so you're not going to get the full benefit of it. You'll get the relaxation, you'll get that peace, but the more you open up to it, the more you go, I'm ready for this change, I'm ready for the universe to come in, I'm ready to do things different. That's when it really starts to take off.
Awesome. And you said you had an event coming up too.
I do have an event. I have the event in the center. It is August 31st at 6:30, I believe. It's an Angel Workshop 101 where we're going to sit down and talk about the angels.
Oh, that's
We're going to talk about the big ones that we all know about: Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, and a couple of the other ones like Azrael. It's surprising me not many people know Azrael and Metatron and things like that. We're going to talk about what they do, how they can help us in our lives, simple meditations to connect with them and just really see our lives change for the better.
That's great. And you still have space available for that?
Yes, I do believe I have a couple spaces left.
Do they book on your site or center?
They're going to book through the center. You can go to the Center Life and Balance, and you can book through there, or if they have a number, you can call the number as well.
Awesome. Yeah. That's great. If you're curious about the angels, learn from one of the, best in the area.
Thank you.
Why don't you pass me that basket? I'm going to show them really quick a sneak peek of what you have the chance to win by sharing the video tonight. If you already shared, thank you. If you haven't shared yet, just a sneak peek. I'm not going to show you everything, but there is some good stuff in here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Be here at the end to see everything in the basket, but keep sharing. Comment that you shared, and we'll enter you to win it. You look, the bowl is filling up. So we had a couple people share in some Facebook groups. But
You definitely want to win this basket because it was personally selected. Some of those items were personally selected by me.
Yeah.
So they're definitely ones you want to win.
He said it was a weird assortment too. So I can't wait. I'm dying to see what's in there.
I'll even put some Reiki energy into it so you feel that energy when you're working with them.
I love that. Yes. So how are you feeling? You want to jump in and do a couple more readings?
Sure,
We've got some time.
Yeah.
You guys keep sharing. So why don't you go ahead and pick a code. So only sharing once will count because in your newsfeed, it's only going to come up once or, it's going to be the same people. So don't bother keep sharing. We're only going to put you in one time for a share on your page. But if you have a group that you like, you share it to them. And then that'll count as a second. And for the codes, Jay's going to pull a code. The first one on our end to come through with a comment is going to get the next reading. You're going to look first on your end. Your name's going to come up first. We're trusting the lag, though. On our end, it's going to be whoever it's meant to be.
Next word is Next word is Earth. The planet Earth. EARTH.
Earth.
Earth and Unity. We got some powerful cards
Yeah.
coming today.
Going into Virgo shift soon, too, I think. I think that's next week also.
Is it Virgo?
So that Earth energy. All right, Lois, you came through first. Look at that. Didn't you say it was your first time hanging with us? So congrats, Lois. Trantis, let us know if you have a specific question or you just want to go with the flow. We are going to tune into you. Everyone else, go ahead and take a deep breath along with us. Call in your spirit team. See what they want to say.
Yes, to Beta 1, be close.
Yes, it's her first time hanging with us.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Lois. Will the truth come out?
Let's see.
Let's find out.
Spirit team is just going to talk about whatever they want to talk about. You got a jumper, so they want to talk.
All right, so the card that jumped out, fell out, is the card Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being.
Let me show that one a little closer. So, and interesting enough to, I just have to share the first, as soon as we connected in, masculine energy and spirit came through really loud and strong for me and just wants to make his presence known. More of like a protective energy of you, someone that just wants to hold you. I feel like he calls you doll or darling or something, like just that kind of like protective, loving energy. So take with that whoever it is, but whoever it is no BS. Like they're pulling out this card. So yeah, the truth is coming out. This one's talking about blame, whether it's, something that you need to accept responsibility for. And they're saying for your well-being, or if this is someone else, kind of sharing their own accept or apology for their responsibility or their part in something.
So what I'm going to say, coming off of that is we cannot always expect others to be authentic, be truthful, because a lot of times they may not even know the truth, and neither will we really, because everything we perceive is through our own perspective. And so there's our side, their side, and somewhere in between is the truth. And when we're looking at things like blame, we're taking accountability for our own side. So not everyone's going to match what we want. Not everyone's going to put out and give back what we do. So it's about us honoring our own power. And one of the things we do a lot is we give away power to others when we're stuck in situations, when we're replaying it. our energy is being depleted, and it's one of the reasons why we're fatigued a lot, because we're giving away so much energy that we're not bringing enough back. We're not connecting to the earth. Funny enough, that was the card. The thing was earth, and so we don't bring that energy in. So blame in this count is also about taking accountability for your own energy, for your own actions, doing what you can, and not being so dependent on what another's going to do.
I think that was an important message.
It's important. And you have a lot of yellow energies here. We have a lot of solar plexus energy here. You know, as we talk about taking back our power, yellow is that solar plexus, and that's it's especially for sensitive people. It's very depleted. That's why we don't have a lot of energy, because it's depleted. We end up being up here too much, especially if we start to disassociate. We start to float up. We're not connected here. We're not getting that energy, so we're depleting our own power. We're not creating. We're not putting things out. And it's one of the most common energies to be the weakest. I know I struggle with it a lot because I'm always doing. I'm always giving. So it's about
Resonating with people.
You also have the blue energy here, which is that throat chakra. That's that speaking. So a lot of times when we look at like things like anger, is us not being able to speak our truth. And that's where anger comes from. We're not being heard. So sometimes we have to pull back. We have to set those boundaries and just take care of ourselves at the moment.
I just have to chime in with the card that I pulled for you, because it goes hand in hand with all that. You got the Two of Pentacles, and it came out reversed. When it's right side up, this is all about like balance and juggling, you know, keeping everything in order. Sometimes it could be feeling like you got a lot of pressure on you, because everyone's kind of like, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Or just that work-life balance, kind of making sure everything is just nice and balanced out and harmonized. But when it comes out reversed, it can feel like things may be a little bit out of balance right now, you know, and maybe you're giving more to one person than to yourself, or people are taking more from you than what you even have to give. So right now, your goal, and this is a number 2 card, so this is for the next 2 months, I would say, at least, is just, again, setting those boundaries, like Jay was just saying.
Reprioritize things.
Yes. Delegate. We need to delegate. Say no if you're already carrying too much on your shoulders. Getting your own balance back in order before you worry about helping anybody else out. Really being able to manage your own personal things. Because the Pentacles, this is the Two of Pentacles. The Pentacles are all about our own security. And when this is thrown off balance, like we could be feeling a little bit insecure or vulnerable, or, you know, that's when we're opened up to stress and anxiety and depression and all, you know, then we're opened up to sickness. So just those boundaries are going to be really important for this time, and understanding, you know, other people's roles in whatever's going on, that, you know, sometimes they don't see the whole picture. So we just kind of have to understand that they're living their own life journey and we're living ours, and ours is the only one that's in our control that we need to really focus on. You're a Libra, so yeah, balance is your thing.
I'm also drawn to, on this, you got the water here, which is about emotions. So continue to stay balanced within emotions. You don't want to be hot, cold, all over. So you want to try and bring that back, especially for Libras, which is very hard, because Libras are a lot logical. They're always up in their heads. So you want to come back. You want to balance that out. You want to not shift too much. You want to stay like right in the middle during this next couple times. So as you find yourself where you're moving forward. And I think someone asked, well, is that also for me as well? And if you feel like it's connected to you, then yes, that message is also as important to you as the person that it's for.
Right. That's awesome. And this, look, same colors too. We got the yellows and blue on this card, just like in here. So if you do work with crystals, yellow and blue crystals would be great for right now. Some like soda light for the throat, maybe some tiger's eye for the like confidence and the willpower.
And pentacles are an earth energy, and your word was earth. So that's, to me, it's going to be about grounding as well, connecting back to the earth. As we ground, it brings us out of our heads, down into our bodies. And it's important to be aware of our bodies, because when we're not aware of our bodies, we end up having a tendency to be off balance with like eating improperly. We're not sleeping properly. We're thinking improperly. So coming back to the earth brings that all back to ourselves.
Perfect. Yeah, I understand the Libras being off balance a little bit right now, just because energetically, astrologically, like it's a kind of a chaotic time right now. But Libra, your season's coming up in like 2 months, a month and a half. So be able to breathe a little bit easier. But until then, Virgo's going to help us ground a little bit out of this crazy Leo energy that we've been in.
It's that fire energy.
Yeah, we'll get there. And that balance will come.
So if you're having trouble balancing, as someone's saying, Gloria, you want to just connect to earth, put your feet on the grass, just sit there, allow yourself to unwind, be in that moment. When we're in our heads too much, we're not in the moment because we're overanalyzing, we're overthinking, we're reprocessing everything. So we want to connect to that moment, things we can feel, things that we can touch, things that we can smell, things that we can hear, listen to. It's bringing us back. It's allowing us to ground.
Right. And when you're standing there barefoot, I always like to visualize the earth just taking whatever is throwing me off balance or whatever, I don't want to take onto the next part of the journey. It's kind of like grow roots out of your feet and send it back to her, and she'll clear it out for you and then take whatever she's trying to give you back.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leo in the clouds, I'd be interested to see your whole chart. All right. So we have time to do one more reading. You feeling good for one more?
Yeah, I'm good for one more.
All right, you guys. I heard if you send those thumbs up and those hearts, you have a better chance of getting in for the last reading. So let's see what it's going to be. Remember, you're going to look like you're first on your end. We're just trusting the algorithm. I'm glad that resonated with you, Lois. And I like that you got your tiger's eye from Carmela. So yeah, you're definitely keep that around you. Keep it, in your pocket, in your purse, on your nightstand, wherever, or just hold it when you need some calming and grounding. I'm excited to see the winner. Our bowl's never been this full.
Awesome. Thank you all for the love, for joining
All the
us.
shares.
All right, so here it is, the one reading.
Get your typers ready.
555 is the last one.
Ended it on our synchronistic numbers.
That one was meant to be, because that was the one I saw when I first came in. It was the one on top, and it made its way
Isn't that
up.
wild?
That was wild. So 555 is the
Beautiful.
last one.
All right. Erin Snyder, you came through first. Yay. All right, my love. Let us know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. Everyone else, keep hanging in because this message might be for you just as much, and you want to see what's in this prize and see if you win it.
See what's in this
You have to be here to win it too. If we call your name and you're not here, I'll give you 1 minute to get in, and then we give it to the next person. All right, so let's all just connect in, take a deep breath, kind of center in our energy.
So I'd say as soon as we did that, there was a lot of a goodbye energy. So, which is interesting because 555 is about, fives are about change. When I first started to wake up back, many moons, 2007, back when Krissy was like 5, I would see 555s all the time. I would see butterflies all the time, and so it's a powerful time of endings, transformation, change, and that was what I was getting right away. It's about there's an ending, there's a chapter that has to come to an end, and something new has to start to come and take its place. And that's the beauty about endings, that they allow doors to be open for something new.
Right. Opportunities coming.
So was it a go with the flow?
Just going with the flow. You cool if I start on mine?
Absolutely.
All right, so this actually goes right along with it. And I knew it. Every card tonight was reversed. So introspective time, trust it. You got the Page of Swords. So the pages, again, are all about new beginnings, some kind of new beginning around you. But the swords is a challenge, more of like a mental challenge, new beginning. Maybe somebody, talking about endings, maybe there's some cords that need to be cut, some endings that way to open up.
Swords are good use for cutting.
Absolutely. Also, swords are really all about using logic over emotion when it comes to whatever this new beginning is around you. So if there is an ending, looking at it very logically, almost scientifically, like, okay, this is the efficient way to do it. Doesn't matter about the feelings or this one's going to cry or whatever, you can't focus on that. You just have to focus on the logical side of it. cut the cords, clear the clutter, whatever it is, because there is some new beginnings around you, but it's going to be like kind of solving a puzzle in order to figure out exactly the way to do it. And this card has a lot of blue on it. That blue, again, that's throat chakra. So just really being authentic to yourself, expressing yourself clearly, setting those boundaries where you need to, and just using that sword to clear out that path ahead. If you have one of those selenite sword, the knives, that would be great for just clearing out the energy ahead of you. And who'd you get?
And what's interesting about this card is you can see their back is to it. They're not looking back. They're moving forward. So that's a chapter that's happening. Something's ending and they're moving forward. They're not looking back. They have to. The sword's behind them, so they're clearing something out. They're cutting it out. And this card here is right in with what Krissy was just saying. This is focus your mind. So when you're focusing your mind, that means start to pay attention. You know these answers. You know what you need to do. Take the time down to sit down with yourself. If you need to journal right now to really get your thoughts out, just take that energy to start thinking, okay, where am I at in my life? What makes me happy? What gives me joy in the morning? If I'm not finding that joy, if I'm struggling to get out of bed, and I know I've been there where it's like, I just don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to go to work today. I want to do this. So it's about going, okay, if these are the way I'm feeling right now, or these people aren't giving me joy, they're not lifting me up, they're not supporting me, I either need to limit my time with them or decide where I want to go next. So as you focus your mind, you're allowing yourself to cut through the drama within yourself right now. Krissy talked about, focusing over emotions. So that means you may have to be a little bit logical. You may have to be cold truth, hard truths, hard love as you do what's best for yourself. As you take that sword and clear things out, as you march forward in your life and start a new journey of some kind, because that's what this is really about.
And actually, I forgot to add in the introspective side of this. With it coming out reverse, it might not necessarily be that you're cutting out other people's crap. It might be that you're cutting out your own crap. Maybe going inside and saying like, okay, those patterns I have to clear out. This habit I have to release. That might be where this needs to start. Clearing out inside of you before you can really focus on even beginning to release the stuff around you and clearing out the path in order to really start moving forward.
So if you're things like focusing your mind, that, if we're not focusing, that means we're kind of scattered. So ask yourself, are you doing too many projects? Are you not able to finish something? And a lot of times we're doing too many things at one time, too many projects, because we're trying to distract ourselves from our lives. We're distracting ourselves from something that's happening right now, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It's needed at sometimes when we're going through stressful things. But at other times, are we doing that to avoid change? Are we doing that because we're afraid of change? We're afraid of what's on the unknown, what's on the outside of that, because we've identified with it for so long, we don't know who we are without it. So focusing ourselves allows us to come back in, to really sit down with ourselves and honor ourselves, honor our voices, honor our truths, and allowing ourselves to finish one project. If we're trying to do 20 at one time and nothing's getting done, now's the time to finish one project. And
write a list or something and prioritize which project is going to get done first.
Right, and have that sense of satisfaction of, I had this personal triumph. It doesn't have to be something like huge. You don't have to like quit your job tomorrow, but it could be just something that I painted a picture. I wrote something down. I started to do something healthy for myself. Anything like that is a small personal win. And each small personal win builds to something bigger.
Heck yeah. Setting down those stepping stones. I love it. What a beautiful message to end the night on. Cheyenne, I love that resonated with you too. And hopefully, Erin, that made some sense to you. You were able to take what you needed from it. I'm excited to see whatever new beginnings are coming your way.
Absolutely.
These cards are talking about. But yay, Jay. Thank you. That was awesome. I love connecting with you. Thank you guys for sharing and all the love and support and hanging out with us this last hour. But look at the time. That hour flew by. It is now 8 o'clock. So it's time to pick a winner. You guys still hanging in there? I see there's 26 of you. Got a bunch of names in the sharing bowl. So thank you. So before we pick a winner, let's show them what we got.
Let's do it. Winner,
So
winner,
the
crystal
first
dinner.
thing, I'm saving your thing for last because I'm dying to see it.
All right, let's do it.
The first thing, I'm not going to open it all the way, but it is Moon Phases little tea light holder.
Ooh.
Really pretty. The other side is open, so you get that extra glow. And I grabbed you 2 tea lights to go along with it. Some green and purple. I figured some like heart chakra, abundance, manifesting, and purple, opening up that third eye, intuition, good for meditating. Of course, just some Palo Santo, because let's bring in the good vibes, clear the energy. We picked you out a crazy lace agate, also known as Mexican lace agate. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There's so much stuff going on.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's such a pretty stone. It's like, I know it wants to be a little blurry right now, but it's like red and orange and gray swirls all around it. And it's a stone of just like joy and happiness. What do they say? It's like doing
Mexican party, was it?
Oh, yeah, a fiesta.
It's a fiesta, yes.
It's like a fiesta in a crystal. So it's just going to bring
It's a
whoever
party
gets
energy,
it.
yes.
Really good vibes. It's like dancing energy, joyous. So really good to bring those fun, good vibes in. We also picked you out. We were going with the sacral chakra, so we went for the carnelian bracelet. It's a mix of carnelian and dendritic agate, which is going to help balance out, that lower
That
abdomen
creativity,
area.
which is energy
Yeah.
we talked about earlier.
Exactly, help that all that flowing energy in us. And there's a little ladybug on there too. So you get some good luck and maybe a spirit guide for whoever wins it.
Yes.
And then Jay picked out a little bag of crystals.
Magic
So
crystals.
Let's see who's inside. Iolite.
Iolite.
I have iolite on both of my wrists. That's how much I love this bracelet.
Wow.
Yeah. Or this stone. So iolite is a stone of guidance. It's going to really help you find your direction, kind of help clear the path ahead.
It is said, I've read about that they used iolite and the sea when they would navigate their boats. They would use a compass made out of iolite.
Yep, they would find the horizon
Yeah.
and be able to see where the sun was glowing and where it wasn't.
So if you need some direction in your life, that's what this is about.
Absolutely, it's like the compass stone. So
Compass
that's
stone.
an awesome one. Next up, some red tiger's eye, right? And looks like actually tiger's iron. You got some iron in there
look at
too, that like silver shine, but also known as hawk's eye. Or no, this one's also known as dragon's eye. Bringing that fierceness.
Dragons are powerful elemental energies.
Yeah, very fiery energy to that, very protective. And it's literally like, because the tiger's eye is so protective of you, this is like having that dragon flying around behind you when you're carrying this stone, just kind of keeping that protection all around you.
So if you really need protection for whatever you're going through, if you're going in like a work environment where people aren't respecting you, things like that, dragon's very powerful energy. But it's very nonsense too. They demand respect because they're powerful creatures.
Oh yeah. So maybe when you work with that, you'll connect in it to exactly the dragon you're working with. Next up, we have some Apache Tear Obsidian. This is great for really those deep emotions, healing any grief and trauma and any kind of sadness that's going on. Very supportive type of stone. Helps to just calm those emotions down. It's like a Xanax in a crystal. And what was your intentions when you were picking that one?
That was one that was really called to me. The Red Tiger's Eye was the first one that was called to me. That was the one I grabbed on the end. And the Apache Tear was really called to me as well. What's happening?
We're really blurry, so I was just seeing if I could help us, but they want us to see the next crystal.
I like, Apache Tear is a great stone. It's got like a tragic history to it. The myth of the Apache Tear was that, the Native American wives shed tears for their husbands and it crystallized into Apache Tear. So that's a great stone about working with grief, getting out that emotion for those, which is, I think we're all working through the hearts right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's an awesome one. We have a really pretty piece of sodalite. This one's cool. It's like a yin-yang, like half and half. Half quartz, half sodalite on one side, but then the other side is all that blue. And crazy because this color was coming up a lot tonight in the cards, all that throat chakra energy.
Yes, that's why I picked it. And that's, as you know, it's a great stone for the mind, calming the mind, and things like that, which is a lot of messages that came out tonight about calming the mind and balancing.
Yeah, very like harmony type of stone, bringing that peace and helping with any miscommunications around too. The last one in here, kunzite. Damn, he hooked you guys up with some high-end, top-shelf crystals in here. We got kunzite, one of the most powerful stones you can work with, especially if you're an energy worker or just, trying to figure out your own gifts. It's hard to translate on the camera, but it's like a very pale pink in person. Why don't you tell them a little bit about why you picked that? I'm just trying to get us to not.
Kunzite is a stone. It's, pink stones are stones for the heart, which connects nicely with the Apache Tears. So this is about clearing out that grief, reconnecting with that self-love, forgiveness, healing from that trauma, reconnecting with the inner child, and just being more joyful in our lives. And it's so powerful right now to be joyful and live a loving life right now.
Right, live your best life. That's the secret to life right now.
Absolutely.
And then one last little thing in there, just so you could join the club, because we were feeling the ladybug vibes. I really felt like whoever was getting this was meant to have a little extra ladybug. So it's, again, hard to translate, but it's just a little ladybug. I think they're made of wood. The bottom has a sticky on it, so you can stick it up wherever, put it on your rear view mirror, on your mirror at home, or, wherever it calls to you. Just bring in that
and then
ladybug
it'll confuse you all the time. Like, oh my God, there's a ladybug in here. I'm like, oh wait, no, I put that there.
So cute. If you've been in the store and been in the crystal confetti, you may have picked a ladybug for yourself, but I just wanted whoever won this to get their own. And there you go, guys. That's everything. Like a jam-packed set.
It is very, very heavy stuff.
Just for sharing. You didn't even have to pay any money, do anything.
Just for enjoying time with us.
Yes, thank you. So fun. All right, so before we pick a name, do you have any last things that you forgot to mention that you want to throw out there?
Any last things? Lots of things. How much time do we have?
I mean, they're hanging, so.
So I just want to say thank you to Krissy for having me here tonight.
My honor.
It was an honor to be here, enjoying this time with all you people. I saw a lot of people saying this was their first time, so awesome. Krissy is wonderful. She has a wonderful crystal shop here in South Jersey where you can get a lot of good crystals and work with.
Thanks for the shout out, man.
Yeah, of course. It's
We
all
do
about
love it
community.
here. Yeah, we have a lot of cool events coming up at Venus Moon too. If you are in Jersey, on the 29th, I'm doing a full moon rise sound bath in Brigantine. So I bring my crystal bowls to the beach. Around 6 o'clock, I'll start playing them. You guys meditate with your feet in that crushed quartz sand all around you. So it's going to amplify the energy. Got the ocean waves, the sun starting to set, and then I'll guide you out of meditation just in time for the full moon to start rising over the ocean. It's one of the best experiences ever. If you stay long enough, when the moon really goes up, you get that glitter, that gold glitter on the ocean. Go dip your feet in. Talk about releasing and clearing and cleansing and then recharging. Such a powerful event. It's free. Bring all your friends. It's a big beach, so everyone can come. 34th Street Beach in Brigantine. You can go on my website under the schedule to get more details on that. And then there's just so much fun stuff coming up. I can't even begin where to start. All that being said, you guys ready for a winner? I'm going to dump all these out and re-put them in just because there's so many. Let's give them a little mix up. So go ahead. Let's send Jason extra hearts and love, some thumbs up. Thank you so much. What a cool guest.
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you all for tuning in, for the shares, for the love, for the hearts. And like I said earlier, if you didn't hear it, August 31st, Center Life and Balance. I'll be teaching a class on connecting with the angels.
That sounds so good.
Working with them, yes. I offer in-person sessions in my office in Medford, shamanism, Reiki, intuitive healings, where messages, guidance, all that comes through on what you're working through to help you see things that you may not have been thinking about to help shift that out. You can book through my website, which is in the link of this video, or you can just send me a message on my Facebook page or my Instagram page, which is also in there as well.
Yes, if you came in late and missed the beginning of the video, be sure to tune into the replay. Watch it from the beginning just to hear more about Jay, all the cool stuff that he does, how he kind of got into this world. He's got a lot of great offerings. He does stuff remotely, so definitely watch that. And if you have a long drive to work tomorrow or next week or whenever, tune in on the podcast. Just search the Venus Moon on any of your podcast listening devices, and you can hear this episode and all the past episodes. So let's see who's it going to be. We'll give Jay all the pressure to pick.
All right. All right.
Got to be here. You got two, so we'll go with the top one first.
is Gigi.
Oh, Gigi, because she submitted her name so many times I couldn't write it out. Gwen Garland, you still here, my love? You needed this basket. I think she was still here. Let's see. We're going to give her a minute. It's 8:10, so we'll give her till 8:11. Come on, Gwen.
Come on, Gwen.
I know
Come
you
on
could benefit
down.
from that. And I love that she's nice and local, too, so I don't have to pay shipping. She's here.
She
Woo!
got that fast.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So
Bye.
I will have this here for you on the shelf next time you come in to visit us. Or if you need us to drop it off, just send me a message. We could do that. But thank you guys all so much. This was so super fun. I hope you have an awesome weekend. If you like this live, I'll be going live again. I think next weekend, but the weekend after, Saturday night. I'm at the end of the month, and that will be our big live crystal show, selling all the crystals. So come hang out with us again. Give Jay a follow on Insta if you're on there. And thank you.
Thank you all. It's been wonderful. Been a pleasure.
Yay. Good night.
Night, everyone.
Have a fun weekend. Happy new moon almost.
Yes. Enjoy the meteor showers.
Yay.